and we've discussed this a lot of times, but we just need to keep going over stuff. I guess, we're trying to help correct the technology and people keep fucking it up. Shit. It's not a solution. Um, Having excessive compulsive technology that's invasive and manipulative is no solution at all. You know, um, the main reason why most of us are illiterate is because of the story of the Bible. You know, because the story of a man they know is oh, thank you. Me known as Jesus Christ. Okay, is the focal point of the story, but he's not. He's not. There's an eternal spirit, Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, discussed in the Quran, who's the first man of Hebrew religion. Okay, that gives us faith in the omniscient, infinite God, and gives us faithful, relative, eternal communications. But it still doesn't make him. He's not the center of the universe. He's just the focal point of humility, of understanding infinite glory and an eternal life through the natural laws provided by infinite glory. So you break it right down to it. He's a pretty important spiritual person. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to minimalize things because I don't want to appear an egomaniac, you know, and because I'm not. And the way people perceive the Bible is through an egocentric perspective, first person, possessive pronoun God, all that crap, And I'd like to give all praise to God for me winning the Super Bowl. I'd like to give all praise to God for me winning this music award. I'd like to give all praise to God for me having a 12-inch penis. That's the way they are. And you're just like, just forgive that and trespass the love one of the eternal faithful peace already. It's pretty gross and disgusting. Sitting there, watching people still advertise, still get excited about being on commercials, get excited about selling music, talk about how great it is that people spent a whole lifetime and lived out their life and died and never got to live the Lord's Prayer and lived a completely dysfunctional life, died of Alzheimer's and recorded over 600 songs for resale. Yeah, Whitney Houston's mama, and you're like going, wow, that is so dysfunctional, to do that to people, not give them the opportunities, to go, oh, Rapture, and not a ridiculous Debbie Harry song from the 1980s, right? And so, well, it was a little better this morning, but the barometric pressure's dropped, and then here it comes again. And I did sleep, and I'll drink water and pee tonight, and we'll get through it. We'll adapt. What I do is literally just adapt to the changes. I have a very, like Suzuki told me, we got through Omicron, we did this, which, yeah. It's just this long, insidious, just torturous abuse through I have I have a really efficient, wonderful immune system. A very physically, gifted person, very physically, athletically, emotionally, very emotionally, psychologically stable and very intelligent, and you get people, you're not being tortured. I know, John McCain was tortured worse than me, and so was Nelson Mandela. Okay. I get all you weren't tortured as bad as this person. You didn't get what happened in the crucifixion. Jesus himself even tells me, Earl, they monitored you, manipulated you, and studied your whole life. They sexually abused and compromised your wife and your kids. They didn't. Some of that stuff happened a little bit to David, not to the extent with invasive, manipulative, perverse technology that we have now. A lot of these things, the history, like Plato said in the Republic, it doesn't always repeat itself, but you'll find it often rhymes. And so there's stuff that's going on. Oh, you know what? I think I'll get up and water the plants. And Dad, he's taking a shower now. I can hear the water running. When he's done, I'll get up and I'll water the plants. So I'll do that and just stay up here till after the football game and water the plants and make sure that the plants have good oxygen. Maybe that'll help with sleeping. Well, I hope so. We'll find out. We'll see if that helps. We'll give it a try, and I'll have to water this one. But, a little voice that's Natalie in my head. I had this stuff like some mold stuff or something up on the roof in there in the bathroom. And I cleaned it on one side, and then on the other side it came through, and she's been bugging me in my head to clean it, and I put on a mask today. Put on a mask and clean it. I did, and I'm glad I did. We did a good job and stuff. It came from me showering and stuff in there with the door closed. Now I constantly have the door open and keep the windows open when I shower and stuff so the place doesn't get any kind of mold stuff. And I also when I keep a heater in there and stuff like that, keep the door open, but I just keep it on a little ladder so it's off it doesn't get water on it in the corner. So we got this, it's having to get through stuff, living in boxes and living in inefficient boxes with fiberglass in it, and then they had that one commercial with that one lady. It was for the presidential thing, I could have passed on this horrible medical debt, and then they have this Medical Care Act. It's like, so you have people that are politicians, okay, try to make it look like, one old corporation, new corporations. Corporations are mass murdering us through genocidal economics and toxic industrial revolutionary practices. Okay? And then they're going to be our heroes by not making us pay for our cancer treatment that they cause. Does anybody else watch the same TV I do? Okay, and of course, Donald Trump can't say anything about this because he's like, oh my God, because he can't sit there and say, yeah, what the Messiah said. It's like, live the Lord's Prayer, you little butthead. He's a shit. He's a turd bird. No, I like birds. He's a turd bag. There you go. Yeah, that's all some people are good for is fertilizer. And that's about it. There's not really much left. They don't have any redeeming qualities, yes. We don't know, I liked Guy Williams. He was one of my favorite actors when I was a kid. I liked him as Major Robinson and as Zorro. But I don't know if he was really that nice of a guy or a decent person, How many people throughout history, especially since we've been able to read the Bible, that have gone, wait, I think he means this, and let's get up and do it. You talk about Martin Luther King didn't do that. Malcolm X didn't do that. Malcolm X went on the hedge, connected to the 1322nd Redeemer in prayer, didn't get up and say, maybe he did get up and say we should all live the Lord's Prayer, but they hid all the information and killed him, and then killed all the people that he said that to. But I don't know. I that seems awfully, really? Judah did. Okay. Judah Krishnamurti left videos, look at life eternally. He told us basically to live the Lord's Prayer. Haile Selassie also did. Okay, this is the way we should live. D.T. Suzuki, same way. The ones that were considered great world teachers back before I was born, they all said the same thing I'm saying. I'm going to go. Let's load this up, and I'm going to give you some sleep. Peace out, and don't hang in there. Just know that your evidence of your life gets collected every day. By this invasive technology, all invasive, artificial intelligence technology, and all your relatives in the future get to see what a Hitlerian little brain chemical addicted turd bag you are, and what a gorgeous person the 1322nd Redeemer Ralphie Early is. So, it's not the way I wanted it. I want you to live the Lord's Prayer, and I want you to say, hey, let's do it because we love. Okay, peace out, man.